That doesn't sound like democracy. Here's the White House press secretary taking some time off from her junior year at Oberlin to speak to her fellow undergrads at something called Pod Save America about how rising crime rates are actually an invention of those racists at Fox News.
Right now, just to give you a sense, so CNN, Pentagon, as many as 8,500 U.S. troops on heightened alert. Okay, true. Same on MSNBC. CNBC is doing their own thing about the market. And then on Fox is Jeanine Pirro talking about soft on crime consequences. I mean, what does that even mean, right? So there's an alternate universe on some coverage. What's scary about it is a lot of people watch that and they think that the president isn't doing anything to address people's safety.
So what do your kids getting shot have to do with Ukraine? Nothing, Dumbo. You're living in an alternate universe. That's Jen Psaki's position. You have to be delusional to think crime was a problem in this country. Unless you happen to be in Georgetown last night around 6:45 p.m. If you were there, you may have seen a man shot to death outside Georgetown Cupcakes. That's just off M Street. And the funny thing is, that's not too far from where Jen Psaki lived. But did Jen Psaki acknowledge that happened? Of course she didn't. Noticing the collapsing of your civilization is racist, even when it's happening just down the street. Look away, Jen Psaki, look away! And whatever you do, don't go to Baltimore. Baltimore is a major American city. It's only about 40 miles from where Jen Psaki lived. It's one of the worst places in the Western Hemisphere, with a little bit of Haiti in the mid-Atlantic. Baltimore is exactly what happens when you apply Jen Psaki's ideas to governance. The equity agenda and consider gender studies a legitimate academic discipline. In Baltimore, pretty much everyone in charge is black, yet it's a matter of religious faith that the main thing holding the city back is white racism. In other words, everybody with power in Baltimore agrees with Jen Psaki. So it's an entirely fair question to ask, hey, Jen Psaki, what do you think of Baltimore? How did the city get that way? You claim to care so deeply about African Americans, you never stop talking about that. And yet, here is one of the biggest black majority cities in the United States. Tens of thousands of black people who live in Baltimore are in misery because their kids keep getting murdered. Last year, Baltimore's murder rate was higher than it is in El Salvador and Honduras. Now, those are countries the State Department tells us to, quote, avoid due to crime. So it's fair to say things are incredibly violent in Baltimore. They have been for a long time. And yet, under Joe Biden, somehow, they've gotten even worse in Baltimore. Here's a local news report from today.
The hugging and crying. Sounds of sorrow, outpouring of emotions over the killing of a loved one. 36 homicides in the first month this year in Baltimore City, with only 2 arrests, one for a deadly shooting, the other a stabbing death.
36 murders in 31 days. It's the deadliest January in Baltimore in nearly 50 years. And remember, 50 years ago, Baltimore was almost twice as big as it is now. Half the city's left. So Baltimore is far worse off than it has ever been in its history. And it's not just murders. Drug crimes are up dramatically. You might not know that because they're not being prosecuted anymore. Last spring, the local city attorney, a George Soros puppet called Marilyn Mosby, announced she would no longer prosecute low-level drug crime. So arrests plummeted. But drug trafficking exploded. Here's what it looks like.
Guard cameras caught what appears to be one of those open-air drug deals happening in broad daylight near the Edmondson Village Shopping Center. It's an issue we've been hearing about in neighborhoods citywide throughout the summer. It comes after City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby stopped prosecuting certain drug crimes in the city, including drug possession. Major policy shift that some believe have left the issue to only flourish.
Jen Psaki's for that. Black people don't want laws to be enforced. That's her view. That's the view of everyone she knows. But what did policies like that do to Baltimore? Well, they turned a once beautiful city into a slum. According to a report by Fox 45 in Baltimore, public school administrators have instructed the police to stop arresting students for committing crimes. And that would include serious offenses from burglary to assault. So the cops did stop arresting kids. The number of students arrested in Baltimore schools has dropped by 98% in the last decade. Looks good on paper, but it turns out ignoring crime is not the same as stopping crime. Schools in Baltimore got so bad that kids stopped learning anything. Watch this report and ask yourself, what is Baltimore going to look like in 20 years?
In reading, 628 Patterson High School students took the test. 484 of them, or 77%, tested at an elementary school reading level. That includes 71 high school students who are reading at a kindergarten level, and 88 students reading at a first grade level. Another 45 are reading at a second grade level. Just 12 students tested at Patterson High School were reading at grade level. That comes out to less than 2%.
Oh, this is sad. Like, there's not a single
So the
custom
kids
map
get
server.
They're illiterate. What does their future look like? What is Baltimore?
Except for this one, but this is duels. I just want to see what the map
How
is.
do they participate in our society? You wouldn't know any of this was happening by looking at the
It's not very
Official
big, so it's
Education
probably
Records.
pretty simple.
Last year, Baltimore announced that students will graduate from high school even if they fail their courses. Baltimore's so-called chief academic officer, that would be a Harvard-educated bureaucrat called Joan Dabrowski, announced that this policy was designed to, quote,
Well, maybe I
avoid
did see people play
punitive
this.
approach of failing students. Okay. But somebody is failing students in Baltimore. Somebody, in fact, is failing the entire city. And you have to ask yourself, who would that be? You'd like to ask Jen Psaki, who do you blame for Baltimore? Did white men do this to Baltimore? Was it the patriarchy? Was it structural racism that
it's this
caused all
map.
those murders? Do you agree with Pete Buttigieg that Klansmen urban planners put the highways in the wrong place? And that's the real problem. Racist roads. Or could it be that the real problem with Baltimore is something much more obvious? Could it be that
Must be
progressive
teleporting-
policies designed
teleporting
to, quote, lift up marginalized communities
Deals. All right, let's
in
find
the
out.
end destroyed those communities? What's the answer, Jen Psaki? In a functioning democracy, people like Jen Psaki would have to tell us the answer. They would be
Okay,
required
yeah.
to live in Baltimore.
That's what I
until
thought.
They learned something. Just as the people who wrecked Afghanistan probably ought to explain what they've learned before they move on to Ukraine and Russia. That ought to be a requirement. And in fact, honestly, you'd think that people like this would welcome a chance to reflect on what they've done. They have screwed up very badly. They've hurt the
FFA.
weakest among us. For Christians, that's the
Team
greatest
Fight
sin.
Arena. Oh,
These
okay.
people
Interesting.
aren't Christians. They worship only themselves, so they turn away. You can bet money that Jen Psaki rarely goes to Baltimore. It's just too depressing, and it raises too many questions. Instead, Jen Psaki and her friends are planning their fun little summer trips to Bozeman, or Martha's Vineyard, or East Hampton, or some other remote and blindingly white outpost of privilege. Funny how that works. You wreck stuff, and then you ignore it. This allows
Okay.
you to wreck more stuff without feeling guilty.
All
That's
right.
modern progressivism distilled.
So how do I get out of the map?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe
Or
to
out of
Fox
the-
News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
I mean, it's a basic map, but no way to get out. Okay, so interesting. You see there's some gaps, graphic gaps. Okay, so you can't get out unless, let's see, if I hit E. Nope. Oh, that's instantaneous. That's nice. All right. Team fighting arena. This is pretty small. I guess it's 3v3. I guess. Same issue with the ceiling. Let's see, this will get me back though. That does. Alright, let's see what warning admin only. See if it lets me in. Nope. Guess I'm not an admin. Okay. Let's see, FFA entrances. That's the same thing. Okay. And no way out. Okay, cool. Alright. Less than entertaining. But that's it. That's all the maps that are running right now as far as custom maps, other than a few dueling maps, but that's it. Well, so they do the SDK and nothing. Sad. Sad, 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 sad. Some of these I don't even know how much of these are like legit dueling maps or a custom. Multi-well. Horde. Okay. You know, I haven't played Assault on the Crypt. Oh, I think I know what that's. That mall map, isn't it? I think. Let's see what that one is. So I still haven't been able to get that custom map on my server. It's still crashing pretty hard. Or it's not downloading it. That's the problem. So I may have to manually download it and then put it in. Or I may have to maybe reinstall the map. Or maybe reinstall the whole server, just redo it. That's not entirely a bad idea. Oh, that's interesting. Download stopped. Let's see, am I still going? Or did Morial crash? Stream lock up? Nope. I don't think Morial crashed, I just think it... There we go. Oh. See, I think this is mod.io's issue. Because all the maps are hosted on mod.io, and I don't think their network interface is fast enough. Or stable enough. I mean, what would happen if, like, 100 people, 1,000 people went to go download the same map? Would it crash their servers? Probably. Yeah, see, I'm on Google Fiber too. This should be just flying. It's pausing. I mean, it's not even that big of a map, right? Well, we'll see. That is the other problem with custom maps, and they're not going on official servers. So yeah, I know. I wonder if that's playable. That's pretty close. It's pretty funny. Let's see. Where are we at? Not sure if I dig the color. Open skill tree. See, I don't even know how to do that. I haven't played the new Horde at all, so I have no idea how any of this works. I don't know. Good lord. Chicken? Oh, something. $400 for the mall. Buy an arming sword. That's it. Buy the falchion. That's not good. Everything's too much. I'm gonna get the falchion, I guess. Can I get anything? No, I can't get any pole weapons. Everything's too much. Oh, Warhammer 60. Alright. I have to defend the chicken? That's funny. I have to defend this guy. Okay. Against... Oh, okay. Wish the color of the map was a little prettier. Or maybe it's just the lighting. Okay. Oh, here they come. There's 45 of them? I gotta kill as a naked person? Not gonna happen. Oh shit, what is this? What is this menu? What the fuck was that? What the hell? Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. How did that even... Oh my god, okay. I gotta figure this shit out. How did I do that? I don't even know how I did it. Okay, so wait. Middle mouse button brings us up? Okay, cost, okay, so I can, okay. Yeah, there's, so it's gonna take forever for him to kill these guys. And what kind of shields I got? I got like this thing doesn't even. Okay, so that opens the skill tree, so I gotta be careful not to press that. I don't know why it's middle mouse button to open the skill tree. Makes no sense. Okay. So, I don't know how... Okay, so... I think I may have hit the middle mouse button to bring up that stupid skill tree, maybe? That may have done it. But the king seems to be doing just fine. I don't know what I think about these half ghost things. They're kind of interesting. I guess they keep the frame rate down. And all these guys are stuck, so... Yep. And he's not going to come out, so... Okay. So I see issues. AI's stuck. I'm dead. The hell is this? Okay, so this goes... So you can fight them way out here. I guess this is their spawn, right? This is where they spawn. I'm guessing. Oh, wow. Does he keep going? It does keep going. So... Hey, you get some major weapons there, huh? If you can get that far. Of course, the map may change. There's a staff of crows. Just wish the lighting was a bit better. Oh, there he goes. Fine. Oh, dumbass. Okay. So I think they're stuck. I think they're absolutely stuck. That was interesting. Sapwood, I wonder what that does. Okay, there's the bows. Okay. I don't think you can get up here, but... maybe you can get up here. Construct mortars. Maybe you can get up there. A little bit of water splash. I think that's out of res. What is that? Defiler sword. Okay, so somehow you can get up here. Construct a ballista. Bows. Okay. I don't know how to get up here, but... Ooh. Must be hitting a wall somewhere. Okay, so then here maybe? Secret passage? No. Must be a... I'm guessing it's a... Oh, well, maybe. Might be able to come up in here. Yep, because there's tools, weapons here. And the goblin. Hunter's pistol. Black firebomb. Okay. So then how do you get up here? Surely you can't climb this whole thing. Maybe. I'm guessing it's a teleport. Or maybe you can get here and climb up. Maybe that's how it is. Okay. But until then, it doesn't look like a makeshift bow, toolbox, ammo, okay. Various weapons, various swords. God, it's buggy though, it's just to fly around. Ah! Super buggy. Tiny pole arms. What's that? Tiny great hammer. Okay. So that's the walls. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have to reconnect because this will... Maybe it'll reset. Yeah, dumbasses! And he's just sitting in the tent. Not gonna do anything. Okay. Yeah, lighting and color's bad. so I reconnect. I can't do anything, can I? Yep, so I just basically glitched the map by dying. It doesn't reset. That's sad. Alright. Sad, sad, sad. That you can't spawn in either. Yep. And the king, you can't spawn as the king, so you can't reset the map. Well, that's sad. That's sad and depressing. So I guess you can build barricades and stuff. I want to play the map, but I fucking died. Epic chests. Epic chests a fail. Okay. Refill stables. I guess that's for a horse. A turd. Oh, nice. You can pick up a turd. Unfortunately, you can't do anything because the AI is fucking in retard mode. Okay. Sad, but what's the name of the map? Yeah. Assault on the Crypts. Okay. So, let's see if I can load it locally. That might be kind of fun. Local match. Don't think it's going to give me the map choice, and it's not. So the only other thing would be to, let's see, open it's HDR, HRD, right? Horde underscore assault on Crypts. Nope, didn't like that. Let's see, how do I get up the Horde? No. Trying to remember how to get to. I thought it was here. Maybe not. Where you can get rid of. Oh, it's here. Okay, manage mods. Rat's Nest? Did I load that? Server color mod. Oh, I think I was removing all these. I didn't get around to it. Updated. Install. Universal voice mod. Killer Games Beach Tools. Here we go. Here we go. It's assault. Yeah, assault on the Crypts. Let's see. HRD underscore assault the crypt. There we go. that work? No. There we go. Okay. Bark, bark, bark. I could pick up a heavy branch. Sweet. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, the flatness of it, the color just. Unless it has another. There may be another mode, like blood vial. There may be something that. Where's that one with the empty? I just swore I saw something with a epic. Yeah. Wait, E? Nothing? No. I think it was a dagger. Jesus, that sucks. The falchion? Is that right? So I think I can get it's halfway decent. Oh shit, I don't have it. Fuck! Alright, well. Alright. Army upgrades. Okay. By the Warhammer. Right? Italian sword. For 50. Okay. Right. Okay. Really? Okay. Alright, so... let's see, I guess I'm gonna get some weapons. 245, so... can't get a whole lot. Stock. Executioner sword. Okay. Some armor. Yeah. Medical bag. Oh shit, fucking archers? God damn it. Run away! Oh shit. Okay. Oh, the king doesn't... how do you reheal the king? I guess you can't? Firebombs. Fuck, firebombs are too much. Oh, well, that's cool. I don't think I got that. do that or not, but let's find out. It's an interesting map. No, I cannot. Oh, oh. Yeah, so I don't know how to get up there. Oh shit. Run away! What? Oh, I guess they killed him. Alright, that's interesting. Interesting map. Don't like the color. Lighting bad. Lighting bad. But it has potential. If they can fix the lighting and the color. That, and I haven't played that horde mode before, so. Which is interesting. Sort of. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's see. Wait, what? Where's that? That's the last time? It was 12:30. Patch update? Costello, Explorer, Runs. Now has chip damage? Poleaxe does. When did this one? That was like a month ago? I don't remember that patch. It was a hot fix. Fix it. All spectator controls input. Connect. Okay. Makes the bot stuck on Camp Rocks. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Looks like everybody's playing on Invasion, Camp, East Coast. That's it? That's all the servers? Wow. Well, I mean, it is 5 a.m., right? So there's 31, 32, 34, 39, 40, 42 players at this hour. Oh, that's rough. That is rough with one server going. Wow. Wow. What do you do with that?
Allahu Akbar!
That's kind of sad and depressing. But there's only like 3 servers going right now. And really only 1 with any players on it. So. Oh! We got killed by a teammate's executioner sword? Ah, get out of here. Damn, we're down like 4 too. How do we not have this thing moved? Get on the cart. Oh, goddammit. I just got into fighting like a bunch of guys. Looks like finally team balanced. Got a nice push. Why don't we just finish it up, fellas? Oh, come on! What the hell was that? Why am I uppercutting? I shouldn't have uppercut. Should not have uppercut. I haven't played Zwei in so long. How is he not fucking moving this? This is insane. Fucking Archer. That was funny. Oh, come on. How did that just now go? That should have been gone a long time ago. Oops, sorry. God damn it, switch weapons! Fucking hell, I fucked up. I don't recall thunder in this game. Ah, come on! Ah, fucking ballista. Oh, come on. God, why can't I fucking drag like that? Am I not extending my drags far enough? Maybe not. It's been a while since I played Zwei, so. Oh, fuck off! So that wind, is it? I'm hearing wind, I just don't know if it's outside. Outside my place, which it probably is. Ah, god damn it. Fucking, oh! How did I miss that fucking shit? How did I miss both of those swings? Oh, come on! Come on, drag it! It was right there! God damn it, it was fucking right there. God damn it! Ah, fucking archers. Comes fiery balls of death. Fuck you, Ballista! Oh my god, you fucking cocksmoker! Fucking hell, you are the luckiest cocksmoker ever. Oh. God damn it. How the fuck am I not hitting anybody? That's fucking getting annoying. My ping is good. Pings are pretty good. I shouldn't have to get into face hug range. At all. Goddamn noob sword. Ah, and I get throwing axe too on top of it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Really? You're gonna spear me? Oop. God damn it. How did I miss that? Fucking rock. Ah! I fucking kept missing. Fuck, I was out of stam. I was probably out of stam, that's why. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Where's that bad boy at? What? Oh my god. What the fuck? The fuck? Goddamn ghost swing, right up uppercut. Maybe I just was fucking out of stam. It's the only thing I could think of was being out of stam. Last run. That's good spy build. Fucking hell. Almost a 2-to-1 KDR, and almost what, top 5, 6. Not played in a while. Haven't played fucking Zwei in a while. Oh, not too bad, I guess. No. What is that? I don't remember seeing like. Oh. Well, that was kind of a rip. Whoa. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I don't know where I'm getting this fucking stuttering from. It's bad though. Fuck. God, my fucking God damn. All right, let's see what the fuck's going on. Why am I getting bad stuttering? CPU's fine. No, it's not. In game, still bad stuttering. Wow, what the fuck? Why is that so bad? My CPU is not even that bad. It's 85%. Performance. What else is going high? Memory's fine. CPU's fine. This makes no sense. Game to render time. Okay. So that's what's causing the stuttering. So why? Really bad. Look at that. All right, let's see. What's FPS? Stat. Did I not get that? Yeah, I'm getting like choppy audio too. Oh my god, I'm down to 60 frames a second. What the fuck? Okay, that's not making any sense. CPU's fine though. Memory's fine. Disk is fine. What the fuck? Yeah, why am I only getting 60 FPS? That makes no sense whatsoever. I should be cranking out. Yeah, audio, everything's bad. What the fuck? Bad game to render time. Yeah, shitty FPS. Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, I should be... the fuck is going on? Where is... Oh, so one thing that didn't load is MSI. Or no, not MSI. No, what was it? That's RAM cache. Yeah, where is hell? And my Windows key isn't... What the fuck? Oh, OBS crashed. That's what happened. OBS crashed. But even then... Yeah, OBS crashed a while ago. Okay. What the fuck? Fucking hell. But I'm also missing my other thing too. Okay, so OBS is now running. Should be corrected here shortly. So OBS keeps crashing. I don't know why. And then I didn't have... then Precision X wasn't running either. Which I don't know why. Desktop is not working? No. Desktop is not working. Fucking great. Full cam work? Yeah, full cam works. Desktop doesn't. Nope. So why doesn't desktop work? Let's see. TGI resolution, display 3. Okay, that's why. Okay. So that's working. Okay, that's working correctly. Fuck. OBS is just acting like a bitch. Alright, and then this should be up here. Hit apply. Okay. And what else? Fan is auto. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to link all fan curves? Okay. So I don't know if the temp was up that was causing... Let's see, VJ2 980, that's fine. I can actually crank that one up too. Apply. Yeah, look at that. That render is fucking slow as shit. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, right? Start minimize, right. And it didn't apply previous settings on load. Yes. And check for updates. Check now. Okay. Monthly. Okay. All right, what else? All right, so now we're going to see if that kicks in when it should. Man, I tell you, I just don't understand why OBS just does what it does and just ends up being a complete failure. Alright, let's see if it'll close properly. Reload. Alright, okay, so I'm going to reload. Is it back? No, it's still not back. Audio's back, but the desktop is not back. Game scene. Okay, that should be that. Didn't kick in. Okay, why is that not? There we go. Okay, cool. Lock preview. Okay. Preview scaling, scale to Windows. Canvas. Okay. Full screen preview. Screenshot preview. Add. Why do I want to add something? Add audio input. Add browser. No, I think I'm good. Depreciated. Wait. Depreciated. Text type. Free type. I don't know what that is. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to let that run. Full screen OBS. Let's go back to game scene. Let me load Mordau. That was depressing as fuck. Alright. Yeah, so I think whatever's causing OBS to crash or render poorly, it just turns and tanks my... Oh! Alright. Yeah, see, that's where I should be. Stat unit. Yeah, see, that looks fine. So that's fucking OBS. Alright. Oh. A lot more players now than before. 64 players. Ping. Okay. There we go. Okay. So a lot more server. Okay, so this is the server I was just on. Okay. Okay. See, I'd like to keep... So my GPU is clocking down a bit. It's not staying at like max peak. Alright. Let me check my secondary GPU. Where's it at? Maybe I need to tie both. Okay. Apply. Okay. Fan 1. Okay. Fan speed. Okay. I think. Yeah, but see, my 980 is clocking down, and it shouldn't. Like, poorly. So, what the fuck? Link all fan curves. There we go. Fan curve control. Okay. See, I don't know why the 1080 is only clocking at 2000 megahertz and it fluctuates. It doesn't make any sense. Wait. I don't want this server, do I? Wait, weren't we playing? What the fuck? No, this is not the server I was in. Weird. I don't know. Where am I at? 52? Okay. Weird. Yeah, really weird. But yeah, my FPS is where it should be, like 200. Where it was like down to like 60 earlier when OBS was crashing, for what it's worth. Oh, nice. Well, I'll go grab another one. Okay. Ow! Why do I have a headache? Ow. Fucking chicken. Oh, goddamn, I missed both of those. Fucking hell. What the hell? They got their shit pushed in pretty hard there.
What I'm trying to say is, thank you. You have my gratitude.
Oh. Oh, come on. Where's my flinch? Oh, shit, that was a waste. Where's the ammo box? There we go. There's one in there. Okay, that'll work. Oh! Trying all this fancy shit. Ah, you lucky cocksmoker. Oh, you lucky cocksmoker. Lucky I missed both of those. Oh, come on! Some bullshit. Oh, what? What? God, that's some bullshit. I'll take that. What was that? Were they bitching about in chat? What time is it? Maybe got one more in me. Maybe. Alright. Kind of enjoying playing Zweihander. What's my Bardouche got? Mid-tier and Firebomb. Alright, let's play it. It's kind of a useless weapon, but... What?
Are you doing tonight?
Your mom. No, I'm just kidding.
NOM.
I have no idea. Working tonight, most likely. What are you doing?
ILYTSHADES. What software do you provide tech support for, if you can disclose it?
I can't. You're doing the objective. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Ah, how did that uppercut miss? But I mean, I do
That's
support it.
fair.
I mean, I do support a lot of software. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do a lot of IT stuff, but the main one that I get paid for, I can't disclose it. It would be dumb if I did. Just put it that way. Because there's enough people that hate me.
Watch this.
There's enough people that hate me already.
https://www.youtube.com/v=$JX1TEIONTZI. Maybe a more drag would show up in a live chat, winking smiley. Do you work with Blizzard?
No.
Epic's Tudor.
Ah, really? Sorry. No, I don't work with Blizzard. No, I'm just fucking around. I was playing Zwei earlier, and I was doing actually pretty well with it. I haven't played this in like 2 weeks. And top 5, pretty regular. But this weapon is just
Watch
kind of
when you get out.
All right, I will.
Boomer Gamer getting rusty. Also, hello, it has been a while.
It has.
Bardich
Oh.
is S tier, IMO.
Oh yeah, it's complete shit tier. No doubt.
LOL.
Oh, what? How did I... Okay,
I mean, as invest.
S is in best? No, S is in shit tier. Bardicious. Or no, Bardicious, I'm sorry. Billhook, that's what I was thinking. Bardicious is alright, yeah. I'm not very good at it, but I meant Billhook. For some reason I thought I was playing Billhook earlier. It's at least...
Bardich
that's what
and Esther Adam is crazy.
Yeah. Bardich can be good. I'm not very good at it, but...
I like spear, it goes stab stab.
God, I'm surprised I got him. Oop. Did it. Do. Oh, what? God damn it, I fucking choked that one. I choked that one big. I missed my swing. And got nerfed by a fucking noob sword.
Epics 2 charge.
Alright, yeah, okay. I'll make sure that I had the right mouse controls. Oh, there too. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're using smokes pretty heavy, so... God damn it! Wish I was better at this weapon. I don't drag, or I'm not even sure what to do on it. I should be swinging, morphing. With the Zwei, and it's easy to morph. It's just. I just don't know what the best attack is on this. Oh, that look down overhead though was pretty sweet. Well, he could read pretty well. Sorry, we'll get a fire pot. Cause I can. Really? Damn, this thing is fast. Holy shit. This thing is fucking fast. Holy fuck. Boop, 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 boop. I don't think it was that fast. It's got pretty decent reach. Wish it did a little more damage, but that's understandable. I think it's probably fairly well balanced. Come on, light up. There we go. Really? That's interesting. Nice. Really?
Ha, he mad in chat.
What? Fuck! How did I miss him? Oh, is somebody's mad in chat? I wasn't paying attention.
He wants to take his horse to somewhere,
Oh.
but you killed him.
There we go. Aw.
Epics 2 dub.
That sucks. Oh, god damn it. I thought he had the other guy. I thought that my teammate had him.
Then he called you a dumbass, so I wouldn't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I've killed him twice.
I only just noticed.
I don't even read text, dude. Holy shit.
Epics 2 worry.
Oh, come on! What the fuck? How did I miss him both fucking times and he survived? And that slow-ass overhead maul beat my overhead combo. What the fuck was that bullshit? Just when I said this weapon was fast, it just got fucking nerfed. Oh, god damn it. Thanks, teammate! God damn. Trying to help you out. What? Man, I need to heal up. Oh, come on! You lucky cocksmoker. You see that bullshit with a heavy hand axe? It's a nice flank. I've never gone that way. But it is a nice flank. God damn it!
Sister 19 LOL. Online.
Oh, what? I don't want. How do I reject this bullshit? Oh, God damn it! I don't think I can reject it, can I? Gotta go save the chicken. Gotta go save the chicken.
Only when it first offers it to you can you reject it.
I didn't see it offered, so. Oh, what the? When did they put a window here? What kind of bullshit is that? I put windows in here. That's some cheesy shit right there. God, I can't believe I survived that shit. Ah. I hate playing that fucking guy. I don't get any pleasure in it. Especially with that weapon. Like a rapier. It's like, what the fuck? I don't want to play rapier.
Hate that weapon.
Yeah, especially because it's like... Well, they changed all this up, haven't they? Fucking Archer. Sit here and heal up. God damn it. Oh shit! Lols. Oh man, I tried to chamber that, it wouldn't chamber. Ah! Let me choke on that one some more.
Do you use a bidet, wet wipes, or sandpaper?
Ooh, I actually like the double stick tape. Oops. So if you use the double stick tape and then you use sandpaper. Oh, I missed my drag! I think I canceled out on the door. Not quite sure what happened there, but I fucking missed. 7 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make 7 minutes. I just now noticed some of the changes in this map, like adding windows in that one building. God damn it.
What's up, Rhett? Good morning.
What's up, Pirate Bear? Not much. Just getting some gaming in before I have to go pass out or force myself to sleep.
What hours do you work?
5 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I get off work at 2 a.m. So I usually try to be in bed by now, by 7, 9 at the latest. Last couple of days I didn't go to bed till like 11. I was watching this TV show called Midnight Mass. If you haven't seen that show, it is badass. Oh, god damn it.
Who needs sleep when you can slash and fur?
Right? Just slash a motherfucker. You're not wrong. Let's see. Let me burn a bitch. There you go. Back that shit right into it. There you go. Back right into it. Fuck. Miss. Yep. Suck a bitch. Oop. Oh, sorry, teammate. Oh shit! Oh goddamn! Missed it, missed it. Trying to help him.
Who's your favorite band?
My narrow it down to a genre maybe. Then I'll give you maybe 5. Ah, god damn it. What?
You gonna host Gen Con semester?
Maybe. If he's on. All of a sudden, like people started showing up.
Japanese rock.
Japanese rock. Ooh, God, I can't think of his name. It's a band. They're a little more on the heavy metal side.
Make sure you watch the vid before you get off.
God damn it. Ah, fuck. I gambled that morph.
It is really funny. And just rock of all time.
Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me in Discord, so I don't forget. Because it's probably way up on the text scroll, and I probably can't find it. Because I didn't click on it soon enough.
Here. Favorite rock band of all time?
Ooh, toss up between
www.youtube.com/watch?v=JX1TER.
Probably a toss up between Queen and ELO. Most likely. Oh shit! Didn't see the guy behind me. Probably. Yeah. Real hard toss up between Queen and ELO.
Sabbath or the Doors for me.
Sabbath, yeah. I mean, Doors is decent, but I don't think they had enough library to really.
You can watch it on stream too. Nothing too bad in it.
Ah, anyway. I mean, Sabbath's got a decent repertoire, but Doors, they really don't. They don't have. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Doors. There just isn't enough
just
of it.
A funny Chinese man.
All right, I think I need to go to bed. So let's take a look at the video. A video. Yeah. Let's take a look. Oop. Hang on. All right,
Do you like those Chinese style memes?
It depends. I did like the long man. Did you ever see that one? The bubblegum commercial? Long man. That was pretty funny. Oh, did you guys see my super tweet? My super tweet? You guys. So. Yeah. So I know L7 read it, but yeah, read this super long tweet on Shiv 2 and all my points in it. And what's really funny is, and this is like really, it's like a small novella. I mean, it's really long, but it's very detailed, right? And out of this entire wall of text, these fucking soy boys picked out the 5 lines that I mentioned the female models being ugly and the voiceovers being shit. 5 lines. That's all I said. And that's what they focused on. They focused on that. Right? They didn't address like any other topic that I posted, you know, dedicated servers, map objectives, catapults, nothing. Didn't mention anything like that. No. They're up there. They called me an incel because I didn't like the Shiv 2 female player models because they're ugly as shit. I said, prove me wrong. I said, there's not an attractive one in the whole bunch. You know? And I said, she doesn't have to be anime hot. She doesn't have to be. I mean, it just has to be attractive and look like a female instead of like a trans with Down syndrome. So anyway, that's the link to that. It's very funny. And then some of the posts are pretty funny too. Like how they all just rage on it. All right. Let's see, Zhang Yong.
Giving America like bad dream, very bad government, everyone angry, no share culture, just many white, Mexican, Jew, black, this terrible fortune, black force strength, like glorious Han-Chinese, nightmare country.
Damn, base Chinese.
Pacific Ocean, fish people go underwater, no longer land menace.
Fish
Anime
people.
is not good. Too many fans have Japanese cartoon anime. I do not like you, stop watch garbage. When China annexes the United States, I hope that the glorious CCP will expel all white women directly to the sun.
What? Oh, his credit score.
Make Twitter opinion. No one cares. Go make family home. Saigon or have
Race some bro.
Holy crap, that's fucking funny.
Black screen.
Oh shit. Oh my god, okay. Oh shit. Alright. Hang on, I got it. My bad. No, here we go.
You need to use old Reddit. SMH.
Oh my god, that's really... Need to use old Reddit? What's old Reddit?
Old instead of www.
Oh, I just copy pasted, dude.
Better format.
I just copy pasted. That's all I did. See? I just copy pasted. It's already going to add it when you copy paste it. Anyway, alright, let's see. Ugly for... Holy shit, this is fucking funny.
Japanese cartoon
Anime is not good.
Like you, stop watch garbage. When China annexes the United States, I
Restart
hope that
if
the
you
glorious
want.
CCP
Alright. This is pretty funny. Based racist Chinese man. Copy this.
Living America like bad dream, very bad government, everyone
gets a lot
angry,
better.
no share
Does it?
culture, just many white, Mexican, Jew, black, this terrible fortune, black force strength unlike glorious Han-Chinese, nightmare country. Hope someday Japan sink into Pacific Ocean, fish people go underwater, no longer land menace.
Fish
Anime
people.
is not good. Too many fans have Japanese cartoon anime. I do not like you, stop watch garbage. When China annexes the United States, I hope that the glorious CCP will expel all white women directly to the sun.
Just the Karens.
White
Take the Karens with
female
you.
yell and make Twitter opinion. No one cares. Go make family home. Saigon whore have more honor, integrity.
Oh, Jesus.
The medium is the message.
Ugly horse face fraud. When CCP annex USA, you will be ejected into space. Guaranteed.
After years of resistance and a long court battle, the statue of General Robert E. Lee was being pulled from its prominent perch in Richmond, Virginia.
China have cultural revolution, yet still revere admire China empire leader of history. American too stupid understand importance. Need write again new history.
Damn.
America become farm animal. Own fault.
Republican Jesus always demands to see the manager.
Amy, you kill Jesus. Create interest rate. You are hypocrite dog.
Insider spoke with black women in high-powered asset management roles, a white and male-dominated industry, who talked openly about the microaggressions
Oh my
they've
God.
experienced throughout their careers.
Microaggression. This mean get yelled at for spending office budget on spicy chip and gallon coffee syrup sugar.
Lake Valence High School valedictorian Paxton Smith used her 3-minute speech to attack Texas' new restrictive abortion law after making a last-minute speech switch. It's now gone viral. Tonight on At Far, you'll get to hear from her about everything that's happened since.
Greatest day for young person educate, ruin tarnished by ugly white girl.
I also have my fight or flight senses activated when I see way too many American flags. That's how you know fucked up people are nearby.
You live America, what wrong with brain? In China we fly China flag. Go get job, get off Twitter. Your brain works different. Why does man in dress named Chris Chen trend? I am vomit. See homosexuality trending, do not do that.
The hashtag Met Gala to happen last night, and we're still thinking about these LGBT plus icons. Here are the meanings behind some of the outfits.
Meaning behind each outfit. Ugly anal poop sex abuse child. Ancestor cry. Two-leg divorce. American. What worst celebrate. Joke country. Fly homo flag. Burn America flag. Worship child cannibal leader. I am vomit. If you feel need
He's
to
not wrong.
in biography, you are not man. You are a feminine boy. Do not meet me real life. I will punch. You stupid Westerners are secrets. Close homosexual. I am working on new form kung fu, used specifically to fight ugly creature with pronoun bio. America left to tolerate, diverse, endorse homo marriage, hate free Chinese, Russian, very racist. They say John go back China when I speak wisdom. Seem very racist, hypocrisy. Favorite KFC burned down. Finally try new location. Chicken pink raw. However taste very good. I am very ill. Internet fanatic keep send me mushroom character. Keep say John what think of mushroom character. I like mushroom character. Very humorous appearance. Mushroom good nutrient. Delicious taste.
Oh my
happy
God.
fortune. Drop disaster instant ramen. Filthy Japanese put curse on me. Fuck.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny and wrong on so many levels, but he's not wrong at the same time. This makes me want to go live in China instead of America.
Fucking love the hood.
Oh my God, that's fucking funny. I guess his Twitter got yanked. That's fucking funny. Wait, what? He got a new one. It got banned again yesterday. I thought Twitter only removes American accounts who support freedom. He was too base for this dimension. He was massaged by Dorsey himself. Oh, fuck, that's funny. Oh, man. This man is the ultimate social credit farmer. Oh, my God. You Westerners are secret homosexual ninjas. Oh, man, this is funny. Oh, you know what? I'm betting someone trolled that, but I'm God, it's. I mean, somebody created that and just trolled that. That would be fucking hilarious. His account's already banned. Straight Vex, no printer. I am vomit.
Average China enjoyer.
Oh, that shit's funny, man. It's funny. It's funny because it's true. Yep, I've already shared it twice. That's fucking funny. Let's see, what's Sleazy got going on? You guys ever watch Sleazy P. Martini? You guys gotta watch me. He's fucking awesome.
Sleazy P. Martini with another quick hitter news story. This just in. From Foot Locker. Manager ejaculated into shoes before giving to customer to try on.
Where was this? Oh, we gotta see where this is at.
Let's see here. Apparently, Daily Star UK has the story. A Foot Locker manager has been accused of ejaculating into trainers and handing them off to customers to try on before bragging about this sick behavior online. The Bramalea City Center store manager in Brampton, Ontario, allegedly climaxed in the shoes before taking them out and onto the shop floor. Well, see, there you go.
Can you imagine something? They put in the shoes and it's really crusty in there. What the hell? Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to Sleazy P Martini, he's the manager for the band Guar. And if you haven't like followed him or into Guar, I mean, it's fucking here. I'll put a link into his YouTube channel. He does like, I think, Saturday or Sunday night live streams, and talk. He's based as shit for the most part, and pretty fucking funny. So anyway, but yeah, my super long rant on Shiv 2. You guys want to go through it?
Meat sandwich.
Meat sandwich. Yeah. So basically, I bitch about the archers for, I don't know, 4 paragraphs. Basically, that the archers are unbalanced, doesn't take any skill, and they can one-shot at range. The arrow speed is way too fast. Like if you played both games, like Shiv 1 and Shiv 2, the arrow speed in Shiv 2 is so retarded fast that you can barely hit the arrow cam before the arrow hits. Remember in Shiv 1, like you could launch an arrow and you just, right, and you could follow it and it just kind of like this. In this, it's like, it's so fast. It's like, no, and they just don't know how to balance. Basically, I'm just saying they don't know how to balance it, and I'm basically saying that if an archer can one-shot 50% of the classes at range, then 50% of the classes should be able to one-shot them in melee. And it's just common sense. It's like if they balanced it properly. Okay, here's Shiv 2's solution to archer balance. We're just not going to let that many archers play, right? So I think there's only like 4 or 5 archers per map.
Cam is impossible on console.
Oh, I bet it is. I can't even imagine trying to play it on console. But it's so fucking fast. It's like, it's so dumb. It's like, no, you got to slow those arrows down. And I basically break it down. I'm like, you could parry the archer, parry the arrows, which you're not going to parry all of them. You might get 1 out of 5, but even having that ability to parry it, if you timed it right, because there's nothing worse than fighting like a 1vx and you're kicking ass, right? You're fighting like 1v4 and you've hit everyone once, hit them twice, and you're about ready to finish them off, by target switching, and boom, you get shot by an arrow. One shot, and you're, it's like, fuck off, Archer. I mean, one game I was playing the other night, and I literally, like, all of my deaths, except for, like, 2, were by Archer. It just unfucking real. So I talk about that. Talk about the trajectories dropping off. So, like, Warbow should obviously have the longest range, probably the slowest arrow speed. But it can go as far, and and then longbow would be second, a little less range, and as you drop down in the bows, they lose their range and their trajectory should drop, right? So it shouldn't just be a fucking laser beam. It should be boop, right, and drop, right? I would say the same thing with the spears too, the javelins.
Genko is streaming. I can confirm.
Is he? All right, I'll bump him. I'll bump over to him here shortly. The other thing I bitched about, the gray zones, right? They're worse in Mordal, but they're just as bad in Shiv 2, right? So, like, if you're trying to flank around the enemy and get behind them, right? Get behind their spawn and shoot them with arrows or whatever. You get this gray zone where it's like, you have left the field of battle, and it's like, fuck off. I went around to flank on purpose. It's a legit tactic. you know. And then in Shiv 2, they also have these moving gray zones. So as time goes on, the spawns in the gray zones move, and I think they think that's a good idea, but it's really not, right? It just isn't, because, you know, it doesn't allow you to do a shit. And protecting your flank is a secondary tactic, or a secondary objective, which I talk about. I talk about the catapults, how they got nerfed. Oh, here. Let's show this. This is what you can no longer do. I haven't been.
They offer free college.
That's one state I haven't been to.
Didn't evil people have slangs like "son of a bitch"?
They did. All right. Watch this. Watch this catapult shot. Across the fucking map. Watch this.
Come on.
Oh, look at that fucking catapult shot.
Kill! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You can't do that anymore.
There was probably more killed.
And keep in mind,
that was epic.
And keep in mind, I was. I'm on their catapult.
What other state do you know that offers 2 free years of community?
So, that shot was, I got on the enemy's catapult, turned it against them, and shot it across the map and took them all out. Right? That's like a once in a lifetime shot where you get these kind of shots, right? But they nerf the damage, they nerf the range, so it doesn't even go that far anymore. And the circle of damage is smaller. And if you saw that video, the point where, let's see, where you see the bodies like fly 30 feet in the air, it's fucking great. Yeah, they nerfed
what other
that too.
State do you know that offers 2 community college?
Wait.
I don't know of any, but
All right, let's see. Let me load.
but you can't go wrong with that, man. God, did you see that catapult kill? That was so epic.
Oh wait, I missed it. Okay. Boom. See, look at that. Oh, hang on. Let me back it up. So that was a precision-timed event, and I took out all those. Right? And did you see? Wait, did you see how high the bodies fly? That's the other thing too. Watch how high the bodies fly. Yeah, see, look how high. You can see. I don't know if you can see them, but they're in the background. You can see there's a body there. There's a couple of bodies right there. They literally nerfed the ragdoll. I mean, how do you nerf the fucking ragdoll, right? And that was the only thing that made the catapults fun, right? Because they're a pain in the ass to load, they're a pain in the ass to aim, and now they've nerfed the range, they've nerfed the damage, and they've nerfed the ragdoll. So I thought that was an absolutely legit argument, right? Because it was fun as shit when the game dropped. And now it's just like, meh, you might get 1 or 2 people killed, and that's it, at a time. You're not going to get a team-stopping event, which the catapult should be. And it applies to a secondary objective, right? Because the blue team wasn't paying attention to their other catapult, we could get on it and use it, right? So that's a secondary objective. Yes, the primary objective is to push the siege towers. But if you don't watch your flank, if you don't watch your siege weapons, they could be used against you, which I think I support that 100%. So that was my bitch about, you know, some of the catapults. I talked about no dedicated servers. If they don't have dedicated servers by the time that game drops on Steam, and all you have is the server browser and currently the matchmaking, because that's what everybody does. Everybody goes to matchmaking or the 3v3s or whatever. They don't look on the server browser, and the games that are in or the servers that are in the matchmaking do not show up in the server browser. It's completely separated. So if you're trying to find a friend or somebody, hey, what server are you in? And then you go to the server browser, oh, I'm in this server. It won't show up. It's 2 separate deals. So again, really dumb. So then I talk about some of the matchmaking getting bad. And then I talk about combat customizations, horrible female voiceovers. So I literally only have these 5 lines about females. That's it, right? That's it. But I talk about some of the overbalanced weapons that are a little OP. Just basic generic combat. You know, it's like, it's okay. Customizations suck. I mean, while the models look good, you can't mix and match like you can in Mordau. Mordau's got the absolute best customization. I remember I didn't think a whole lot of it in alpha and everything else, and I still I'm not a big customization person, but what you can do with it is fucking hilarious. I mean, there's Michael Jackson's, there's Ronald McDonald's, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, people have just been super creative on what they can do, in creating their player models. Not to mention you can mutate the face and look all kinds of stuff. And I mean, just really powerful what Mordau did with their customization. I mean, everything. You can customize everything pretty much, which is great. Armor, color, tags, you name it. So, like I said, I'm a little disappointed in Shiv's customization. Yeah, you can make hog riders, absolutely. It's fucking great. It's fucking hilarious. And if you want someone running around as a meme player and just fucking around, there's no better game for doing that than Mordau I have ever played. And I mean, I'm not trying to toot Mordau's horn, but it really is. It's one of the best customizations that you can do that you don't have to download a custom pack or anything. You can just do it in game. Fucking brilliant. Anyway, so I talk a little bit about the combat mechanics, how they're being dumbed down for console players, right? Because, right? Some of the animations are a bit janky. Every class has a special attack. Every class can do dodge, which I'm still not really happy about because you can't jump backwards. Like there in Shiv 1, if I knew the map so well that I could back up into something and jump up on it because I knew it was there, right? It's like I knew there's a rock that I could jump up or an ammo box that I could jump up and go around, get over the things in Shiv 1. Mordau's even got better jump and climbing mechanics. I mean, you can climb pretty much anything in Mordau, which is great. Again, I very spoiled by some of the the animations and mechanics in Mordau is just so superior. Now, Shiv 2 did bring in some neat ideas, right? They've got the healing horn. They've got which is kind of like, burp, burp, and everybody within a certain radius gets healed, right? There's a healing banner that you can plant. And, Mordau kind of did the spawn thing, so it's a spawn. But I do like the healing factor. I also like the fact that you can knock people down to the ground and they can crawl around. You can fight. Like if you punch someone twice, you can get back up. Or you can have a buddy help you back up. They have automatic heal.
I console because I need some new specs on my pick to run things now.
Ah, that makes sense. Actually, Shiv 2 runs better than Mordau. I will say that. I think Shiv 2 is better optimized than Mordau. It doesn't hit my CPU near as hard as Mordau does. But I think that's because of the engine that they used. But it's understandable. I mean, if you're a console player, you're kind of stuck and you're limited, And I get the fact that hey, you want to play with your friends on PC, and you can, which is there's a few games that you can actually do that with, and that's why they dumbed the combat down, right, to where it's just a single couple of buttons, right, and they slowed the combat down as well, so that that input delay, can react and has time. So slowing down the combat was a good idea, but there's other ideas that are bad by limiting, like, for example, like in Mordau, you could do uppercut on either side, right? You could do an uppercut swing, you can combo it, you can do side swings, overheads, and stabs. Chivalry, you're limited. You could do stabs, overheads, and side swings, and then you have a special attack, and only a few weapons will do an uppercut, and you can't control what side the uppercut's coming from. So it's weird. And then, Mordau has chambers, which I do like. I think that some of the chamber windows and some of the weapons are a bit wonky, but it's still a neat mechanic. Shiv 2, what they did was called, what is it called? They named it something different. It's slightly different too. So what it is if you're in a held parry position and you mirror their attack, as you drop the shield, then you can get an extra speed boost, an extra hit. So it's I mean, it's not bad. It's just that one of the things that I have problems with in Shiv 2, especially when you play with the mouse, is that when I'm trying to combo, when I think I got my combo timing down, it will morph instead. And it's like the worst thing to happen. So, you're doing a swing and you want to combo it back the other way, but all of a sudden it does this really quick morph into an overhead or stab, and you're like, what the fuck? Didn't mean to do that. And that can be very detrimental when you're trying to play. So it takes a long time to get that timing down. So yeah, I mean, there's some issues with the kick. Also, getting a free hit, like you kick somebody, you get a free hit. Basically, it kind of sucks. There's no counter to a kick. You eat the kick and then you eat the hit, and that kind of sucks. I've never been a big fan of that. Mortals is not as bad because you can counter kick. You can kick it, and you can block the kick. You can parry the kick. You can jump back. You can do a bunch of shit like that. With Shiv 2, you kind of take the hit. I'm getting congested for some weird reason. So then I get into the female thing, right? I'm just like, customizations are pretty, but it's nothing special. I said female voiceovers are a complete cringe and vomit-inducing. They do not sound realistic like most games that shoehorn in that diversity to support the message. They are more annoying and grating on the ears than some of those blue-haired harpy screeching protest goblins that have invested everything but not a fan of anything. Talking about you, Frosk. So I said that. And then I said, let's not mention there's not a single attractive female model in Shiv 2 that doesn't look like a Down syndrome or a transsexual. Granted, the men are not much better, but at least the voice work is solid for the most part. I said, and then I made a joke. Shiv 2 female models are not there to be easy on the eyes for you. I just said, true, they're not. And I said, which setting allows you to mute female voiceovers and disable female player models? Remember that was supposed to be a thing, and they did talk about that. I knew they wouldn't do it. But in alpha, they were talking about being able to disable the female models and the female voice work. So the only option you really have is to just turn down the voiceover volume, which kind of sucks, but it does help because, man, you hear like 10 people go, ah! Screaming like, and some of the female voiceovers are just so bad. It's like, oh my God, shut up. So, and then I get into the secondary objectives. I mean, you guys can read all this. I talk about horses because Shiv 2 was supposed to bring in horses. And I was like, hey, remember when they were supposed to do that? And the trailer showed the horse lancing some guy and it looked really badass. And I just said, I don't think they're going to be able to balance it because, Mordau's had a lot of problems with balancing horses, and I still don't think they have it right. I think they had it right at one point, or at least closer to right, before the last two nerfs, where they basically gave every weapon the ability to one-shot a horse, and I think that's just absolutely wrong. I think the horse should be overpowered based on, as I said, I think the horses should be considered a secondary objective, right? That if you made all the pole arms and maybe two of the big weapons, like the Zweihander, right? But all the pole arms, the Zweihander, maybe the greatsword. If you had all of those weapons, be able to one-shot the player and 50% shot the horse, right? That's really all you need. And then you also add an archer buff so that archer classes get like a 40%, horse buff. So what that does is that forces the horse player to wear a shield, right? And it'll balance itself out naturally because enough players will be pissed expecting the archers to take out the horses or the polearms to take out the horses, which is what they were designed to do. So there would be a natural balance that would happen, and if you're a naked mall guy and you get ran over by a horse, guess what? You got ran over by a horse. It's like, yeah, and part of the problem I had with horses is that they catch on everything. Right, if there's a rock on the ground or a log, they could trip up, which is just so annoying. So there's already limited runs that the horse could do through the map without really taking any damage or running into something and getting stuck, right? So the horse bomb, there's things like that. But like I said, I don't think Shiv 2 is going to be able to implement horses correctly at all. If they can't balance archers, how the hell are they going to balance a horse? I did a little paragraph on the midget bench. So the worst map of the game had a glitch in it. It was a happy glitch. And there was this one little bench that if you went and sat down on the bench and you got back up, you became a midget. And you could fight a midget, as a midget for a while. And it was, and it's the worst map. The map is just horrible. But that was the only fun thing about that entire map was like, everybody's fighting to get on the midget bench and everybody's just kind of fighting for the midget. And so everybody knew it was a bug, and it was like, yeah, you shouldn't remove that. That was just the funnest thing about that map. Why would you remove that? Oh, 'cause it's a bug. We know it's a bug. We like the bug. It's a happy accident. Leave it alone. Then I go into this thing about first person and third person perspective with Shiv 2, in that the third person camera is too far back behind the player. So if this is a player model, the camera is way too far back. So the further back you go, the more you can see behind you, right? The more field of view you have. Shiv 2 is so bad that you could, with just the regular camera position, you can see 3/4 of the body. In other words, you can see the ass and the back of the thighs. That should never happen in third person in this type of a melee game. In a Lara Croft game, yeah, it's all about, hey, seeing the player model, seeing the ass, I get that. But in this game where you're up close and personal, if the camera's too far back, you have so much advantage. Literally, you just turn like 3 degrees and you can see another 180 degrees behind you. So how is so they have a flanker class that they call what do they call it? An ambusher. So they have this ambusher class, right? That has all this bonus backstab damage. If you're playing ambusher, how can you get behind people in third person? Because all they do is they just flick their mouse a little bit and they can see you coming up behind them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, and I've watched Shiv 2 players where they're in third person and they swing, and as they're swinging, they see another guy coming out of their corner and they extend their drag to get an extra kill, right? In first person, you don't have that option. You can't see behind you. You have to look and turn, where in this, you just 2 degrees and you can see completely behind you. So, I think that the third person camera really needs to be moved up closer to the player, maybe a little higher, so that you just see about the back and the shoulders, right? And it takes away that free FOV. On the other hand, the first person camera, if this is the player model, the camera is too far forward, right? It's like on the nose. It's like right here. And it really needs to be pushed back another, like into the back of the head of the player model, because that's going to open up that field of vision just a little bit more. And they did that in Shiv 1, right? They did adjust the cameras because they're not giving enough field of view. So, and their max FOV within the game engine is 120. Now you can cheat it by doing some adjustments with your monitor and your graphics card, but and you can do it without distortion, because I've done it, and it's a bit weird, but it works, and you can get used to it and be very effective, because you're further back. It's like, when you look at it, you can see basically the forearms and the sword and the glove. You should be able to see like 3/4 of your arm. I mean, if you just look down, you can see your entire arm, right? And the sword, you can see all, so if I had a sword, I'd be able to see the entire tip, without having to look up, right? So that's what I said. So I basically go into the first person, third person, I do a summary. But it's a decent read, I thought. I thought it was pretty well thought out. And basically, I think I said at the final, let's see. So I said, I, for one, maybe play Shiv 2 once a week. I still find myself playing Mordal far more, as it is better balanced, and while much harder to play, is simply more fun. I'm not running around saying fucking Archer every death either, which, like, if you watch any of my streams when I'm playing Shiv 2, it's like, boom, I get shot by an archer. It's so fucking annoying. And then let's see. I still host a Mordal server right now. The server's down. Be adding custom maps. So I simply do not have fun in Shiv 2 unless I want to turn my brain off and just spam the LMB, overhead, or special attacks. I don't see me putting in 7K hours like I did in Shiv 1. Sorry, it just isn't good enough, and very frustrating after 15 years of playing Age of Chivalry, Deadliest Warrior, Mirage. Mordau for that kind of investment to put in Shiv 2. That's just sad to admit, since I've been following Torn Banner since before it was Torn Banner. Which is true. All that's true. So it's just, and I don't expect them to be all things for all people. That's not it at all. But, I go into the comp scene and how there's not going to be a comp scene in Shiv 2 unless they totally control it. I think that's what they're going for. I think that's exactly what they're going for. Is they're going for total control over the competitive scene. Because I don't know if you watched the Torn Banner map thing they had. I don't know, when was it? Oh shit!
Damn team
Fuck
chivalry.
off. Fuck you, guitar player. But what was I saying? But I even talk about the player numbers being down, right? We have about since we can't observe, since we don't have, like, right now I can look up how many players are playing Mordau right now, right? There's let's see. There's Mordau stats too, which we don't have this for Chivalry, right? This is where you can compare each weapon and the weapon stats for each weapon you want. You pick a weapon, the one thing I always look at, which I kind of show when I'm bitching, is heavy hand axe versus pole hammer, right? Which is like one of the most expensive weapons in the game. And then you just compare the stats, right? So both of them do 100% damage to tier 1 and tier 2 head. The heavy hand axe does more damage to tier 2 body, or 0, and almost as much as tier 2, right? It still does more to naked. So, and the stab, here, let me do the stab. The stab is retarded, right? So the heavy hand axe stab 180-60, right? And they're equal on gold. But 60 on tier 2. 60 damage to the face with a heavy hand axe stab. It's a hand axe. It does 60% damage. The stab on the pole hammer, which is one of the most expensive weapons, and it's a pole weapon. A stab would do a lot of damage just from the weight of it, right? It does 45. It's just like, fuck off. And the cost of it, right? The cost of it. Not to mention, when you start looking at these here, the speeds and the windups, and you're just like, holy crap. There's no reason to play heavy hand axe when you've got the pole hammer. There's no reason to play pole hammer when you got a heavy hand axe for a fraction of the cost. And it can build. You could build things, you could fix and repair shit with it. So it just it drives me nuts, because the only advantage to it really is the range. And the thing is if you play a light class with the heavy hand axe, the drags on it are so long that your foot speed can catch up and make up for the distance. It's crazy how powerful the heavy hand axe is for the cost, right? It doesn't even cost that much. I don't think it has the cost on here. Yeah, it is. It's got 9. Is that right? 9 points. Pole hammer is 24 points. So these weapons right here, anything with 24 points, right? So partisan, Bardiche, halberd, pole hammer, spear, Zweihander, most expensive weapons in the game, meaning that you can't, because of points, you can't really load up on armor either, right? So they're all going to be light classes, one-shot classes, things like that. So you're kind of fucked. But we don't even have this for Shiv 2. We don't have a comparison. We don't even know what the stats are. We've got to guess. Someone put together a Google Doc that kind of guesses what it is, but we don't have this kind of breakdown. So when you're comparing weapons, it's super hard to compare the weapons. Then when you look at player stats, right? Mordau, let's see, Mordau player stats. Right, we can pull up right away Steam charts, and we can see how many people are playing. So, peak, we've had 4,000. We got 2,390 playing right now. We have no idea what the Shiv 2 numbers are. We don't. The best you can do is get in a server. You can look at the server browser. The server browser are all those servers are going to be empty. There's going to be 4 or 5 people maybe in the server browsers. If you go into matchmaking and you hop in a server, you can kind of guess. And depending on the time of day, when I play, the servers aren't full at all. I mean, you get it to a full server, at night or early morning, it just ain't happening. And there's only a handful. So, again, we don't really know. But I would be surprised if there are more than maybe, I'm guessing 3,000 to 4,000 people playing Shiv 2. Maybe. And I also judge that on Twitch, right? On the number of viewers, right? Versus Mordau, right? However, what you'll see is if you look at the Mordau streamers, you'll have maybe 3 streamers, maybe 4, and you'll have 1 or 2 guys that have the majority of the viewers, right? We can look, and it's probably the case. There's 3 of us, right? I have the majority of the viewers, right? That's what I'm saying. Now, Shiv 2 will have probably 12. Shut up. We'll probably have 12 viewers, and they're all split. There'll be one dude that has the majority, and then everybody else will have 1 or 2, right? So it's not like everybody's watching Shiv 2. It's that you've got 1 or 2 guys that are the big streamers. Here, what'd I tell you, right? 28 viewers, and then all these guys got 7 here, 7 there, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So, and there's 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and I guess 12. There's 11, right? So that kind of shows you that the only reason why this game has got viewers is because of this chick streamer, which I know she's a Korean chick streamer, and she's pretty good. She's a pretty decent player. But yeah, so the majority of the people are her simps and her fans. That's why they're watching the game. If she was to start playing another game, they would follow her and watch her play another game, leaving, 14, 21, maybe 26 players, or 26 viewers, right? So it's a fair comparison, right? So they're almost side by side. They really are. And there's nights when Mordau eclipses Chivalry viewers. So, the idea that Shiv is just going to, taking it by storm, it's just not happening. It's not happening at all. So, it's massively down. I mean, come on, think about it. 57 viewers. I mean, Dead by Daylight, which is, how old is that game? Yeah, it's got 29K viewers. Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 has more viewers than Shiv and Mordau combined. Almost 4 times the amount, right? So the genre is not that popular. This is why I keep saying this. Like, the genre is very niche, and you have to keep your player base. You have to build your player base, right? And maintain it. Otherwise, you lose them. And Shiv has shed players like crazy. I mean, Mordau has too, but that's a whole nother animal. I can discuss the differences, but I think Shiv 2 had an initial pop, but they didn't have as big of a pop on Steam, right? But Epic Game Store paid them a lot of money to be exclusive on them for a year. So that's what I'm saying. They've got another 4 months maybe 6 before they release it on Steam. And I mean, it gives them a chance to perfect it. I think once it hits Steam, there'll be a massive boost of players, because I mean, there's just a lot of players that were like, I'm not gonna play on the Epic Game Store. I'm just not going to do it. You know, and the Epic Game Store does kind of suck. I mean, it's the integration sucks, the friends list suck, how you join.
Melee games have never been done by a real game studio.
That's true.
IT takes a lot of work to keep the attention of this generation. Look how fast most battle royals die. You can name maybe 3 that are super successful long term.
So I agree with you. However, I would make this caveat. I don't think battle royales have ever been a good genre. I mean, I like the format, it's fine, but the problem with the battle royale format is that, you know, if you die early, you leave the server, right? Because you're not going to sit there and watch people play, right? So the concept with battle royale is it dies on its own, right? And then you've got all these clones that basically play the same thing. And that's the other thing too, is a lot of games are just basically becoming clones of each other. I mean, God, how many zombie games do we got? How many regular games do we have that add zombies to it? You know, it's all right. It's, you know, I didn't think it was going to work for Mordau.
Not
I thought
a full-on game.
Yeah, it's a great game mode just to throw on as like Horde is, right? Horde's you know, it's like you just want to kind of hop in and play and swing away. Same thing. It's a good game mode, but as far as the base game, which, you know, there's what, 5 or 6 of these battle royale type games, you know, it's like, to me, I never found them interesting. I mean, I love the movie. I love the original Japanese movie. It was great. But to play it, it just isn't any fun. Because, especially in a game like Mordau, where, you know, one mistake and you're fucked. You die, right? So to put that into a battle royale where you're, you know, trying to hunt and find the best weapon, you know, and until you know the maps and everybody's fighting over the best weapons and locations, and you can't control that because of the spawns. I never thought battle royale was gonna play well with. I would say that was one of my predictions, that battle royale would fail. There are no battle royale servers in Mordau anymore. You can still play it, you know, if somebody wants to host one, but there's no official ones, right? I said that Frontline was not a good game mode. So for this type of genre, right, where, you know, you're sieging castles and doing all this, and it's this medieval, you know, slasher, you always start with the hardest maps to make, right, which are the team objective maps. You build those first because they're the hardest to build, to navigate, to test, just because there's so much going on. There's so much complications, right? And yes, they could be linear, they could be unbalanced, and I don't have a problem with an unbalanced team objective map, right? Where
there are major studies being done on ADHD and this generation.
Yeah.
It is not that all these people have ADHD, it's that we throw a dopamine hit at them so much that their receptors are exhausted, and dopamine equals happiness and focus.
Yeah.
Social media and this immediate gratification loop of video games has a huge rule.
Yeah, you're not wrong there either. And it's sad too, because that's why a lot of games have dumbed down. They're dumbed down, like how simple it is. That's why Civ 2 made it so that noobs could kill very experienced players with just stupid things, right? And they consider that balance, right? But it's not. That's why Mordau turned a bunch of people off, because it was too hard. Right? It was too hard. It's like, it's too hard to learn the game. It's just, you know, this level 200 is kicking my ass. Well, level 200's kicked my ass too. You know? But, you know, the idea was that, you know, the more time, the more you learn, the better you get. You know, and so they've dumbed that down. And Civ 2 is a great example of that. I mean, just look at their archer balance. I mean, everybody knows that when you get a noob into this game genre, and they whip out a sword, and they just get their ass handed to them because they don't know what they're doing.
Do you remember the times of Super Nintendo that when you bought a game, you finished it and focused on it because it cost $50, and you couldn't just swap games by going to an online store?
Correct, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing, too, is like, you're looking at the game. Well, you're right. And maybe I'm just getting old, man. But the player base has changed, and you're right. It's this instant gratification society that they need to win, and if a game's too hard,
at the movie store, LOL.
yeah. Oh, we used to do that too. But yeah, it's like they need to win. They need that dopamine hit. They don't take loss well at all. I mean, who does? But at the same time, this generation is especially hypersensitive to losing because they've been told they're stunning and brave and they can do anything.
I remember renting PS1 at Blockbuster, haha.
Oh yeah, I remember like trading Nintendo cassettes and Atari 400, and hell, I remember
right before a blizzard.
Yeah, I remember taking my Atari 2600 and swapping out game cartridges with my friends. We'd say, "Hey, have you played this? No. Hey, you got that? Okay." We'd all swap and play, and it just fuck. I remember all that shit. Then in the 90s, it was, who could bring their console over and set up did all kinds of shit. But yeah, it's just that I mean, they've got this, right? They got one of these sitting here, and this has a shit ton of games, and they can't put this down long enough, right? I mean, people feel naked without their cell phone, and it's like, yeah, we don't need to put chips in people because you carry your tracking chip with you, and your social media score and everything else with you, right? It's on your damn phone, so. It just, it's amazing, and here I am playing with my fucking phone, and at this hour there's really no reason to do it other than look at the weather, which is fucking cold, 16 degrees.
This culture is creating smart people, but also mentally weak and UN-motivated people. I am in the trades, and you should see an apprentice's face when they learn they have to crawl under a building or dig the trench.
Okay, so I'm with you there, dude. I did construction and especially fabrication and installation for years. So I'm very familiar with welding, aluminum, steel, fabricating in wood, plastic, paint shops, CNC machines, plastic hard coating. I did a bunch of shit like that. So I'm very familiar with all that shit. And yeah, it's like if you're in any kind of manual labor job, Urban, watch him, and he talks about it. He's a high-end automotive mechanic. He works on Porsches and Audis and all kinds of cool shit. But the man knows his shit, and he knows he can rip an engine apart or whatever he has to do. But yeah, you get some of these apprentices in that just don't even know how to change a tire. And it's like, oh yeah, you need to run some cable here, run this cable through this pipe, or crawl under this crawl space and run some cable. They don't get it. And what makes it even worse is the women have no clue. They all want to be CEOs, right? It's like they're all about equality and all this other bullshit, but when it comes down to it, where are the women demanding to be plumbers and sewage treatment plant workers, right? Where are the women going, I want this sewage treatment plant work, I want this job, sucking out septic tanks, where no women's going to do that. No women I mean, there might be some unicorn woman that does it, because she grew up and it's the family business, but let's be real, no college girl is going to go into sanitation. It just ain't gonna happen. They're all going into nursing or psychology or blah blah blah. And if they do go into business, yeah, they want to instantly be a CEO. And I'm like, honey, that's not how it works. It's like they want a man's job, but they don't want to do the man's work. And yet you hear them go, oh, I want equal pay for equal work. And I'm like, honey, you're not doing equal work. Every study on the planet proves that women do not do equal work.
https://youtube.com/shorts/save
$10 seconds, I'll prove to you that the gender...
Oh, yeah. This should be good. There's a bunch of this shit. This is fucking hilarious. All right, this will be fun.
Pay gap does not exist. The reason why men make more is because they choose higher paying jobs, like lawyer, doctor, engineer. But women choose lower-paying jobs like female lawyer, female doctor, female engineer. In 10 seconds, I'll prove to you that the gender pay gap does not exist.
Fucking
the reason
funny.
why men make more is because they choose higher-paying jobs like lawyer, doctor, engineer. But women choose lower-paying jobs
face.
like female lawyer, female doctor, female engineer. In 10 seconds, I'll prove to you
her
that
up.
the gender
That's
pay
funny. That's fucking funny as shit. But no, but it's true though. It's like, you know, where are the, you know, the female ditch diggers? Where are the female welders? You know, you'll find them. They're rare. They do exist, which I don't have any problem. You know, if they're welding and getting dirty, yeah, pay them what if their welds are good, fucking pay them what they're worth. I have no problem. Nobody has a problem with that. That's the thing. Nobody has a problem with that, except for females, right? Just like, you know, it's just
99.8% of bricklayers are male.
Of course. You know, and it's the same thing with like firefighters. Firefighters drive me nuts because I mean my uncle was a firefighter. I come from a family of police officers and firefighters.
100% of underwater welders are male.
Absolutely. Any dangerous, disgusting, dirty job is all done by men. That's just, you know, like cell phone tower builders. You know, the guys that build the you know, 1,500, 2,000 foot cell phone towers, all men. You know, it's just, you know, there might be one. Roughnecks, almost all roughnecks, oil workers, almost all of them are men. You know, any dangerous job, you know, and the women, they don't want to do those jobs. You know, where's that equal representation? And the other thing is they, in many cases,
men run the infrastructure and build it.
And they build it, right? It's like, you know, women, in many cases, cannot physically do the work. And that's where it comes to firefighters. Like women firefighters, no. Is there an Arnold Schwarzenegger woman out there that could probably, you know, run that flight of stairs carrying a 200-pound man down the stairs? Yeah, there might be one, maybe two. But if you look at the female firefighters, they don't have that upper body strength to drag somebody out of a fucking fire. Like I said, you might find one or two. I mean, I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's exceptionally rare. But because of this stupid, you know, diversity hires and mandatory quotas, you know, fire stations have to hire women. And I'm like, have you ever seen what a firefighter in any major city like New York,
Peterson
Chicago?
Asked a feminist if all men disappeared today, would women be able to sustain the infrastructure of the world?
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
She had no real answer and tried to change the subject.
Of course. And there's even the comic book and the show that was about that, where all the men, there was a biological disease that killed all that attacked the Y or the XY chromosome or whatever, and all the men died, right? Was it The Last Man? I think it was. I think it was The Last Man. It was a television show that, yeah, Why the Last Man? That's the comic book series. Comic book series is a little better, but yeah, Why the Last Man is all about that, right? Where all the men just die off, and the show got so woke and so like women empowerment, women could do everything, and everybody's watching the show going, no, that would never happen. This is so dumb, and they canceled it. It didn't get a second. Yeah. Why the Last Man was canceled abruptly. 6 years after landing at Fox for FX for development, the drama-based beloved comic book series was axed before even first, and it got really bad. It was really dumb. And I mean, I saw some of the here. We could probably play this, probably get a strike, but who cares?
All of them. Our plants will start to shut down.
Which city?
All of them. Why the Last Man has been canceled at FX on Hulu. The news comes after a more than decade-long development process saw the IP bounce around between studios and filmmakers before landing at FX for development back in 2015. Showrunner Eliza Clark and star Amber Tamblyn took to Twitter on Sunday to announce that the adaptation of Brian K. Vaughan's beloved comics will not return for a second season. Clark said in a statement, "I've never in my life been more committed to a story, and there is so much more left to tell." She went on to note that she hopes the series about gender and identity will find another outlet. She wrote, "FX has been an amazing partner."
It got so bad, right? And that was the thing is you know, this became a massive feminist you know, you get your wish and then you can't do the infrastructure, right? You can't. You know, out of you know, I mean, just imagine if that really happened.
https://u2.v/ddZF 9mm 4 HDY
nuclear power plants would melt down. You know, there's not enough female, you know, physicists and people that know how to run that shit.
Working and transgenders.
Oh, that was the other thing too, is they tried to throw in the trans. Yeah, so dumb, so dumb. What is this?
Do you think a trans woman is a real woman?
I don't really like the way those questions are formulated.
Yeah, that's a bad question.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean a real woman?
Well, I'm asking you, in your mind, you know, it depends what you think a real woman is, but do you think a trans woman is a woman?
No.
Why not?
Because I think that women are capable, generally speaking, of having babies, and they have female genitalia, and they have an XX chromosome, and I think the biological markers are relevant. It doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think that people should be treated with respect and dignity if they happen not to fit easily into a gender category. That's a different issue.
Right.
Correct.
But it's a matter of definition, and I actually think it's a foolish argument in some sense, because what do you mean by real?
Well, I mean,
that was the other thing too. Is that what was his name? I can't think of his name. He was on Dr. Phil last week, and he was debating two trans women or whatever, and he just asked him. He was like, "Define a woman. What is a woman?" And neither one of them. These are trans women, right? That were men transitioned to women. And he asked him. He's just like, "What's a woman?" And they couldn't answer. And they're like, well, you know, and they just danced around the whole fucking thing. They're like, well, you know, it's whatever a woman wants to be. And I'm like, that's not an answer. That's not an answer at all. You know, it's like men and women have unique definitions.
https://u2.v//struve0gbf8.
Hi, Caitlin.
Oh, yeah.
So there's legislation in various states to ban biological boys who are trans from playing girls' sports in school. What's your opinion on that?
This is a
He's wearing a chin
question
diaper.
of fairness. That's why I oppose biological boys who are trans competing in girls' sports in school. It just isn't fair.
Yeah.
And we have to protect girls' sports in our school.
But if someone transitions and now identifies as a girl, isn't it delegitimizing their identity to prevent
Have a good day.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, look, you know, if you felt compelled, you know, that you're in the wrong body and all that stuff, I would not wish that on anyone. And I would say,
LA County just posted a transgender just being charged for raping a 10-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
The charge is 6 fucking months.
Oh wow.
Men get more time for punching someone.
Yeah. There's several stories along those lines. You know, and it's fucked up because, you know, the far left is trying to blur all the lines and deconstruct tradition, deconstruct gender roles. You know, and it's just like, look, and I'm with Peterson too. I'm like, look, you know, you don't, just because someone has a mental issue and they want to be a woman or they want to be a man, you know, and they're not, but they go through all this effort to do it, you know, you could feel sorry for them, you could sympathize with them, you can help them out, you know. I'm not sure how much I want to support the delusion. Right? I mean, it would be much more realistic to say, yeah, hey, I've got this condition. I want to be a woman, and that's it. I'm going to live by. Okay, fine, cool, no problem. But when they start demanding that they, like, yeah, the sports issue, that they demand more rights than they already have, that the whole idea with the pronoun thing, holy shit, I just don't care. And the pronouns thing just changes with whatever, it's whatever you feel that day your pronoun is. I'm like, shut the fuck up already. I mean, Jesus.
The judicial system in America can be so fucked up sometimes. My old friend had his cousin and her kids hit on the opposite side of the highway, prior DWI, and still got a bond.
Yeah, the whole DWI thing's fucked up too, because I have opinions on both sides of that issue, right? Because the DUI thing is it's a cash grab, right? They've made the blowover percent so low that literally if you have more than 2 drinks in an hour, if you have 2 drinks an hour, you're, and you could get pulled over and arrested, and then you're $2,000 to get out, and lawyers make money, and the state makes money, and then they put you down for 6 months, and you have to do all this shit. And look, I'm not saying go out and drink and drive and kill people. That's not what I'm saying. But the people that end up doing the big time, where it's because of these restrictions, right? That it didn't used to be this bad when we didn't have drunk driving laws, right? When we didn't have the drunk driving laws and the speed traps and all this other bullshit, we didn't have the same percentage of people being killed by drunk drivers. We have more now. So it's not a deterrent. I don't know, but it's I get it too. It's at the same time, if someone has if you just do the first time, I don't know, it's a tough one. I just have issues with it on both sides. So that's a tough one, But anyway, what is this? Elvira gets woke and insults her fans. Elvira's always been kind of a leftist.
And other don't.
Well, sure. But I think if, like, we did a thing where, with a drunk driver gets pulled over and they barely blow over the line, it's like, okay, it's like, and then, but you track how many times that happens, right? And if it gets progressively worse, then, you apply, hey, you got to go to AA, you got to do this, you got to do that. But right now it's so bad that's like, no, we want to monitor your every move for the next year. And then you've got to pay $100 a month just for the right and the privilege to have this blowing machine in your car, right? And if you've ever blown into one, they're fucked up anyway, so it's not hard to fuck it up. And then of course it's just a fucking train wreck, and it's all about making money instead of trying to say, hey, let's get you into treatment. It's the same thing with drugs, other drugs too. It's the same kind of thing. But right now it's like, hey, weed's legal, so go weed it up and drive. Look at Colorado's numbers.
It's a scam system. How to make an extra $1.
It is, and the thing is like Colorado is one of the big ones that's covering up a lot of their traffic fatalities that they're having because people are stoned, because they don't want that reputation. But those numbers are high, and people are like, oh man, I drive better when I'm stoned. No, you don't. You drive slower, but that doesn't mean you can't cause a wreck. It's like, fuck. Anyway, all right. What is it? Chase off of Twitter. Sucker Mad. Oh wait, what? All right, I'm gonna watch that later. Okay. All right, I need to go to bed.
Not when you're blitzed off 25+% weed. LUL.
Not what? What, you can't wreck when you can't wreck when you're blitzed off of weed? Yes, you can. Anyway, so I guess Ginkgo's not streaming anymore. God damn, I'm congested. I gotta take some drugs so I can breathe and go pass out. Pastor Honkler, what he's playing? Oh, he's not playing anything. He's just got his chat stream going. He's a salty cracker, dude. Talk about Mueller. AG bar, declassified documentation. Oh,
The
he's
weed these
doing
days
Q
is
shit.
Getting so good, people smoking it like it's Mexican brick weed.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too, and then they could go to the dispensaries, and yeah, the weed that's available now is not the weed I grew up with. The weed I grew up with was like kind of ditch weed, and you might get a decent weed, you know, and you know you had to smoke a lot to get a buzz because it just wasn't that powerful. But all this shit's been genetically altered, and you know what the fuck? Wait, what? Oh, QAnon. Charged for killing the Gambia. Jesus. Yeah, he's doing Q conspiracy shit. And what's the Reverend doing? This dude is hilarious.
Any clear thinking person. It's wrong.
Edibles as well.
It's not only wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
an
edibles are
abomination.
fucking, yeah.
Which brings me to my next issue. I
People not
remember we
knowing their
read.
limit.
Yeah.
In the
Well, you
book of
can't know your
Leviticus
limit on edibles,
where
though, and
Moses
that's
is speaking on behalf of God.
and that's the thing. That's the thing about weed is you don't know how powerful a weed is. You don't, and you don't know how it's going to affect you because it's organic. So it could, you know, yeah, it's like yeah, one may have a higher level of THC, but there may be other components in it that amplify that, right? And I mean, people are sensitive to it. Other people are not. You know, it's not like a drug in the sense of like alcohol, right? Where it's controlled and you could read the alcohol percentage and
Being fat
and
makes
you know
edibles dangerous. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy.
Yeah.
I have a friend that can't get high off edibles because of the enzymes in his stomach.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I guess it eats it up. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh shit. Oh, he's on a rant. Oh, look at what he's. Wait, what is?
Sins according to Moses have, penalties, and not all penalties are the same.
He's on a rant.
Yeah,
But
it's gone by the time it hits your
Homosexuality
liver.
is above
Yeah.
sin. It's
That's
an
where edibles go
abomination.
nuts.
It's something worse than sin, and instantly you shall be put to death for it. Now, I did talk about repentance, confessing that it's wrong, and forgiveness, etc., before the priest, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah, that's the famous anti-gay.
I'm gonna ask the engineer because sexual homosexuality is not just a sin; it's an abomination. Mr. Engineer, bring up Malachi chapter 2.
The Reverend is, and when he got on Obama talking about Obama being gay, oh man, this dude is hilarious.
Scripture treats the word and the act of something that would
He's
bring about
he's like old school
abomination.
fire and brimstone preacher, man. If you haven't watched this dude, he's hilarious. And I'm not religious at all, and I'm just like, wow, dude, you're insane. And he's out of Harlem.
Small doses of edibles can help your daily life, and I've heard the same with psilocybin.
Well, I've got some CBD drops, and they're all right. And I do the CBD gummies with melatonin for sleep. I think it helps. I think it helps a little bit, but I don't notice anything when I'm on this. I mean, it's not, and this is full spectrum.
CBD is a god drug.
But I'm not really noticing a difference.
If you can consider is a drug.
You know, and well, that's the thing. Even with the CBD oil with full spectrum, you still don't know the full percent of. I mean, there's no percentage on here of you know, in the supplement fact, there's no percentage of THC. It doesn't say, and they don't know.
CBD, you can't really feel it. It's almost a pseudo effect.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm kind of going on that. I think on the CBD gummies with melatonin, that kind of cut the edge off a little bit. But now I found something else that works good too, because I have that like kind of less restless leg syndrome thing where I'm like, I'll lay in there and all of a sudden my legs are doing this. I'm trying to sleep and I'm like, God damn it! It's like it feels like my legs are itching and crawling all over the place, and I don't know if it's like just nerves or what, but you know, there's a little side pill, and taking it just calms that out. I don't know how it works, but it does. I like it. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna go
If
pass
you
out.
smoke CBD, you will feel it, but not in the way your body wants to ingest it. Trophy,
Ooh,
congratulations.
Would you smoke CBD?
You've
I didn't know you
received
could smoke
100
CBD
messages today with Restream Chat.
That just doesn't sound right. Because don't they use another base oil?
Like VOP and high CBD weed.
I thought they used other ingredients in the CBD oil, like a base oil. Because I would think if you really extracted pure CBD, like 100%, it'd be gross as shit. It'd be like licking the resin bowl or something. You know, it's like are those really hardcore guys that smoke resin. Ugh. God, I was watching some dude doing dabs one night, and I'm just like, what the fuck are... Oh. Like, fuck no. Fuck that. I don't need to get high. I don't need that. Don't need that in my life. All right, sun's coming up. And I don't think we got any snow. I think we got less than an inch, which is great. Because they were saying 12 inches. I'm like, fuck that. All right. I don't think there's anybody to raid. Unless we go back to the Shiv and Mordau. Mordau didn't even show up. Let's see. We should probably raid somebody playing Mordau.
Dabs are probably the best and smoothest way to get high, but oh man, can you overdo it, LUL?
It's gotta smell bad. It's gotta taste bad. It's just gotta be bad. I have no desire to do it.
Of course.
It's just gotta be bad. Hey, what's up, Yerban? We were just talking about you earlier. Wait a minute, let's see if
the terps on dabs are crazy.
I have no desire whatsoever. I just rather drink a beer or get a bottle of wine and have that nice, soft, warm glow. nice Merlot, Cabernet. Get a nice soft buzz. Go to sleep. Let's see. All right, so he doesn't have any chat rules, so that's good.
Talking about the hurt.
We should go raise him. Oh, we were just talking about. We were talking earlier about.
About to head out for work. What's going on, man?
No, we were just talking about, you know, like kids and not wanting to work and women not wanting to do hard jobs, you know, and we talked about you know, what would happen if all the men died? Would women be able to, you know, rebuild or maintain the infrastructure? Right? And the answer is no, they could not. You know, if all the men died over a period of a month, you know, now if all the men died off over time, they could, right? Because men could teach them how to do stuff. But even then, you know, men do so much heavy lifting. They do all the dirty jobs, right? That you know, women can't or will not do, right? Now, you know, can some of them? Sure. That's what we were talking about. And so anyway, just, you know, we got talking about, you know, like mechanics, like, you know, where's the equal representation for women going, I want to be an automotive mechanic. And I said, yeah, there's a few motorhead girls out there, absolutely, but it's few and far between. I mean, they're rare as hell, you know. And usually when they start
we walk
out,
on the shoulders of who? And who built the shoulders we walk on? Oh yeah, been the same thing for years. Women in the mechanical field is very slim. Their body cannot endure the stamina needed to manhandle engines and transmissions.
Yeah, especially when you're lifting heavy shit
they
up.
They are good at diag, but the heavy line work is hard for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Men equals giants.
And the thing is like, you know, I mean, the girls that are
Been in the
motorheads
field for almost 17 years, and I rarely see a woman do heavy line work.
Right, you won't. But what you'll see is you'll see, like, you know, motorhead girls that are into, you know, speed factors and cosmetics and tricking out the rides, but they always pay somebody else to do it, right? They rarely do the work. And, you know, while some can do the work, but I mean, very rarely will you see a woman pull an engine, and she's definitely not going to do it by herself, you know, let alone pull the heads or something like that. You know, it's just, and overall, it's just that, you know, women aren't interested in those things. They're just not. So, you know, yet they want top pay. They want to be CEOs. That's what we were talking about. It's just so, we got into the woman rant and
couple online who build engines but never see them pull the engine, LOL.
Yeah.
It's ironic.
And it's not like there isn't, tools and things, like lifts and things like that to, air compressed uggas and, all kinds of ways to, do it that can assist you. But, it's dirty work. It's dirty. It's gross.
They like the idea of being a mechanic, but doing the actual work isn't their thing.
That's true with everything. It's like they like hot water. They like running water. They like sewage treatment, right? They like all that, but they don't want to do the work. That was the whole thing. That's the whole thing. It's like, where's the female representation in the sewage treatment plants, or, cleaning sewers. I mean, you might find out of a big city like New York, you may find 3 women maybe that are down, in the sewers doing the work, right? They all end up going into HR. It's like they like those office jobs, and that's why we got into like that equal work for equal pay thing. And I'm like, they don't do the equal work. And there's been studies that even when they are on the same job and they do the same thing, women tend to work less hours. They tend to take more vacations, and they tend to do more extracurricular activities that keep them out of work, dealing with kids and things like that. So they don't actually do the same amount of work, right? At least for a job. Now, is their day longer? Maybe, because they're dealing with kids after work and things like that. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about work for a company. Are you doing the exact same work? And in many cases, they're not.
The men's brain and women's brain operate different. We are a very logic, very procedural personality to repair /fix things. Their mind is very emotional, and that's fine, but women cannot do what men do for 50 to 60-hour weeks.
And not only that, but
I always mistype that saying, but we stand on the shoulders of giants, and whom built the giants' shoulders we stand on.
Yeah. So, it's not like women are going to be auto mechanics for 20 or 30 years either, right? So, and that's the thing is women don't work the 50, 60 hours in a job. Are there some? Sure. But overall, they don't. And the ones that have done that, the few like career women that, have spent their lives in the corporate world for a better, for argument's sake, well, guess what? They turn 35 or 40 years old and they wake up one day and they're like, oh, I don't have a husband. I don't have any kids. And they're like, I went and became a, strong, powerful woman, and now I don't have any kids and I'm all alone. And they're waking up realizing that, life kind of sucks without it, without it. And they just don't understand that they screwed their biological clock. And then the other thing too is, when you get these 35, 40-year-old plus women that have never been married and now they want to start a family, it's like very few men want them, no matter how much money they make.
Their body cannot scent of Cali and physically do what we do. If they could, we should see a lot of women as special forces in military.
Right.
Their body isn't physically structured. Why transgender man is destroying them in swimming Olympics?
Oh no, but that's fair and equal. No, you're right. I mean, but we already know that. We know those obvious statements. It's just, it's maddening. It's like, hey, if a woman wants to do something and try it, and hey, if she can do it, by all means, I'm all for it. But 90% of the time, they just can't do it. Physically, they just can't. And we're telling these women, you can have it all, baby. You can have it all. And like I said, you get these women that are 35, 40 years old, never been married, no kids, make a lot of money. Guess what? They also won't down date, if that makes any sense. They won't. They won't. So like a female CEO will not date a plumber, will not marry a plumber, will not marry a carpenter. In other words, they won't date below their status, right? Where a man will. A man will, marry and date women that are not their equal. You know, and that's the thing is women, they want someone to look up to. They want the man to not be a boss, but to be a man, right? And you hear this. I mean, God, I read enough fucking female profiles on dating apps, you know, where they talk about, you know, where are the real men at, blah, blah, blah. Then at the same time, they say, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man, but I want a man. I'm like, well, yeah, but does a man want you? Because you hit the wall, babe. I mean, no offense, but you hit the wall, you know, 7 years ago, you know. And while you look great, you know, why would a man date you when I could get somebody younger and hotter and, you know, with less hassle and less mental issues? You know, it's just like, you know, with lesser standards, I guess. I don't know if you want to put it that way. You know, it's just, you know, men will date down. Women will not date down. You know, and women are finding out that, hey, it's a lot harder to be a man than they thought it was. So, you know, and they're starting to realize, oh, that's why men, you know, give up seeing their wife and their kids because they're working all the time. You know, that kind of thing. So, anyway, I'm going to go raid this dude. He's not a bad player. He doesn't talk much, but maybe if we go raid him, everybody go yell, hey, at him. I need to go to sleep. He doesn't seem like an insufferable leftist either, but I could be wrong. Alright, we're going to go raid his happy ass. Alright, guys. I will catch you later. Thanks for hanging in and making me stay like an hour and a half longer than I wanted to. Alright. Hey, Urban, did you read that article I wrote on a super long rant? Did you get a chance to read that? On Shiv 2? It's pretty good. I'll post it in before it gets kicked over. If anybody wants to read it.
I will.
Yeah, it's a good read, dude. It's a good read. And then go read the comments because
yes.
Yeah, because the comments are hilarious. Out of all the points I made, right?
IT is good and people will be crying ha ha ha.
Right. Just did it run? Okay, it's gonna kick over here shortly. Yeah, it was just like out of all the points and the mechanics I argued about, right? They point out the 5 lines that I bitched about the female player characters. So it's just so crazy. I'm just like, really? That's what you have to bitch about? You didn't, and you know, you don't have any counter arguments at all? Anyway.
Hello, motherfucker.
Alright. Boy, boomba! I'm raiding somebody, so we'll have to catch you later, but thanks for that. Alright, guys. Have a good night. I'll catch you next stream. Later! Let's see if he's even paying attention.
So resting on rating with party at 7. How about that? Thank you. Welcome.
Yep. Get her done, son. All right. All right, everybody else, I am out. Thanks again for hanging out.
Trying.
All right, peace out.